What's up, otakus? This is a special live live stream version. Um, you may you may hear some reverb there or something, but hopefully the mics. This is my first time on StreamYard, and I'm hoping this goes okay. This is off my account, I believe. So no one's in the chat yet, but I'm sure somebody should roll in. And boy, man, is this going to be a great video. I literally got this package in the mail like not more than 5 minutes ago. I went to my mailbox. I took it out. I walked in. I kind of got ready, and then I went live. So it's still cold from outside, but this package is a warm AOK from Silver Haired Bronze Age Babe. And let's just go over kind of like what I'm going to unbox today. I've got 6 books from CGC. These are 6 books right here. And I've been waiting since summer for these books when I submitted them. So I've gotten them back sooner than expected. We were expecting these to come back in the spring. And these are 6 of the best books in my collection. So it's going to be a real fun unboxing for me because, again, I have an idea of what the grades are, or we made predictions on what the grades are, but we don't exactly know what we got, and we're just hoping for the best. And as I got notification that these books were coming, Bronze Age Babe reached out to me and said she just wanted to send me some books, and so I'm just thankful to her. It's just kind of just one of those things. She watched one of my videos and thought of me as she prepared this, what looks to be a hefty stack of books here. So I'm actually more excited about unboxing this AOK from her than I am about the CGC books, because I know what I have here. And even though these are the best, this heartfelt gift right at the end of the year, right before the holidays, is just a real treat. And so I'm very thankful for this. I'm very anxious also to see what we got. And so I'm going to start by opening up this one first. Hope everybody had a pleasant week as we get closer and closer to Christmas. Christmas is this Sunday, I believe, right? Yeah, it's this Sunday. And we haven't had Christmas Eve on a Saturday and Sunday, like Christmas Eve, Christmas on a Saturday, Sunday in quite a while. Not that I can think of in recent memory. And it's kind of exciting when it falls on the weekend like this. I don't know, it feels more festive when it's on a weekend like that. And so we're really looking forward to the holidays, my family. It's just going to be a nice quiet time at home. It was actually snowing all day today, so I was kind of worried. These packages were scheduled to arrive today, and all day they didn't come. And I thought, oh man, because it snowed here in Washington, in Seattle, that probably was going to delay it another day. But to my surprise, the mail people, they slugged through basically their scheduled drops, and the mailman came by today, and he was just very positive and cheerful. Hey, what's up, DC Irish? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. All right, so this is from, again, Silver Haired Bronze Age Babe. So a few items to add to your Neil Adams collection. Thanks again for having me on your show this year. Happy collecting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. And it was great connecting with you, and I just really enjoy, your videos, and it's uh, been a pleasure for me to see your collection and just your approach to collecting. I just think uh, your approach to collecting is just what I kind of strive to emulate. Just your appreciation for the older books, and um, how they're all how they represent your childhood. I mean, it's kind of we're all kind of in that same the nostalgic reasons why we collect, but to see your joy and love for the especially for Neil Adams and his artwork and his just work in general is is a real treat to see. So thank you. All right, so let's see. Oh, these are Neil Adams books. I already know that I'm gonna really love this, because anytime, as you know, I've been really focusing on trying to pick up more Neil Adams books. He really is just one of my favorite artists of all time, and his passing this year had a profound effect on you know the getting back into the hobby. It was kind of like, oh, we're gonna get back into the hobby and enjoy this. But it was a real reminder that like the hobby, these creators that we love, that they're not immortal like the artwork and the characters they create, um, and that is a real reminder that we need to you know, take care of each other, and also make every, you know, get make every attempt to really connect with your favorite creators. Um, and there's every opportunity to go to a comic book shop, or sorry, comic book convention. Um, as great as the CGC signature events are, because you get a chance to send in your books and have them signed, as great as that kind of service is, it's nothing compared to meeting your favorite artists and writers and creators in person. So hopefully, um, more and more uh, creators will be at these sort of high profile events, especially here in Seattle. I'm just waiting for more, announcements on actual comic book, creators coming here, because we're going to make every attempt to to connect with them when they do come. All right, so this package is uh, taped up pretty nice, and I kind of have an inkling, because Bronze Age Babe reached out to me via YouTube, and she commented that I should, Neil had a really broad expanse of titles that he worked on, and I'm just familiar with the major DC titles that he worked on, but of course he did much more than just DC. Like Batman, Superman, sort of the more mass popular books. And she mentioned some titles like he did Phantom Lady, some horror titles as well. So it was sort of eye opening that there were more possibilities. If we did our research, we could have more access to Neil Adams books, because that's another thing. I sometimes see books of these other sort of non titles outside of the DC superhero, um, you know, continuity, that I don't really pay much attention to, but knowing that it might be a Neil book, Neil interior or Neil cover, it tells me I got to kind of slow down and really sort of broaden my search. So we're just going to come right off the top here. And wow, yeah, Dead Man. So Unbelievable Strange there. I'm going to have to look this up, but it looks to be a Neil Adams cover, and I'm sure it's a Neil Adams interior work as well. Unbelievable Strange. Hey, Kyle, what's up? We're just doing an unboxing here. Unbelievable Strange 216. Beautiful Dead Man cover there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We've got another one here. The Phantom Stranger. Wow, these are also very good condition too. This is Phantom Stranger number 16. Great sort of horror-like cover there with like death. Looks to be like the Phantom Stranger there in the back. And I guess it's in like a wax museum with all these sort of like, I guess that's Jack the Ripper and like different interesting cover there. Beautiful. Also a Neil Adams cover. Wow, these are just amazing. Oh no, you didn't. Oh my goodness. So she sent me a signed facsimile of Green Lantern 85, which is of course just, it's a reprint of the classic sort of iconic issue that spoke against, kind of promoted the issue that of drug abuse among youth. And it's probably his most like famous book. Neil Adams and Denny O'Neil, they got a lot of recognition for their work on this book, the two book series. And wow, it's a signed copy of the facsimile. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. Thank you so much. I can't believe you would gift me with such a valuable treasure. That is incredible. Wow. That is quite literally the book of the year, the book of the year. Oh my gosh. Wow. And we've got some sort of a modern book here as well. This is a reprint of one of his famous covers with kind of a modern touch. Like you have the Joker there in the background. I think this is a reprint of Batman. It's one of the Batman books from, I want to say, the Denny O'Neil run. I can't think of the specific issue, but this one here is a modern Batman Detective Comics. It looks to be the when they maybe the volume 2 of Detective Comics, but it's 49 there. And it's a Neil Adams cover. And again, just sort of homaging his previous cover. Yeah, he's homaging himself. Do you know what Batman 31? Okay, yeah, Batman 31. No, not 31. It's got to be like Batman something else, but yeah. But anyway, he's homaging his Bronze Age cover there. And we've got, wow, this is a real creepy one. There's like a rat or a mouse there. Maybe it's a cat. Could be a cat. Yeah, it looks like a black cat. And a hand sticking out of what looks to be like quicksand or just a moat of some kind. The House of Mystery. Do you dare enter the House of Mystery? Yeah. So, like, see, like um, these older, I shouldn't say older, but these kind of like silver to Bronze Age House of Mystery, these kinds of horror titles. I didn't realize, he had worked on a lot of these. I mean, obviously, I knew he probably had, but I wasn't tuned into the specific titles or books. And I'll do more my research now and try to collect more of these. These are definitely like my gateway into the broader collecting world of Neil Adams. So thank you for opening these doors for me. It's just great. Wow. And this one, I love stuff like this. Yeah, this is just anytime you have Superman, Neil Adams, and that's a beautiful cover there with Aquaman there. So it's a World's Finest, and it's a Superman Aquaman team up. And Superman is blind on the cover. Aquaman, help me, I can't see. And there looks to be aliens or shark. I guess shark people, shark aliens. Shark people just made landfall. So wow, thank you, Bronze Age Babe. This is just quite literally like the best haul of the year, and it comes as an AOK. I'm just really these books are just all amazing, and really thank you so much. These are just I'll cherish these books forever. Thank you so much. All right, let's get to some CGC books now. And these books are going to be 6 of the best books, like CGC slabs in my collection. I've got a lot of great slabs, but these are really key books to me. Like, there are a lot of keys there, but the ones that I really think and have, like, I guess, an emotional connection to, because a lot of these books were just the ones when I was collecting, I looked to as like, oh wow, these are big books. These are big collectible books, and I've always thought of these books as key books, even from back when I was collecting, 25 years ago to now. So right when we got back into collecting, these were the books I kind of targeted, and they were, of a grade quality that I felt, we could get it, send it into CGC and get them slabbed and have them as slabs in my collection. Now, my desire to get everything slabbed is kind of waned. I think part of it was like, as I got back in, I was really just like, oh, I want to try to get everything slabbed, and I want those high grades, and kind of like that was what my focus was when I got back in. But with the delays and all the things, like, because we didn't get these books back, actually these got back to me faster than expected, but it is a long time to wait. So as we were waiting for books, and as we, these are expensive to send in. They're not like cheap to submit CGC books. The economy tier, they're about, I want to say, $90 a book to submit. And the modern tier is about like $27 to $30 to submit. I guess depending on like what you get, but it's about $30 per book to submit. So, I mean, they're not cheap by any means. Even though they come in a nice holder and you get the grading service and all those things, it is somewhat of a financial commitment. So, we haven't been able to send in much. This is part of a 9-book submission. These are the 6 modern books. There's 3 economy tier that are still at CGC, but these 6 are back. So again, we got these back faster than we were expecting. And it's all Neil Adams. That's right. So again, these, you can go back and watch the video on that submission on what these 9 books are, but I'm going to reveal them. I'm going to reveal this separate book last. It's going to be our last reveal. And then I'm going to reveal these 5 books just kind of in random order. And CGC did a good job with the packaging, as they always do. And I'm just hoping none of these slabs got damaged or anything. Everything looks good. Oh, we kind of peeked at some grades there. No worries. I am kind of worried here. Let's see. I'm just going to try not to look here. What's here? Okay, do I want to start with this book? Should I do that last? I want to get these in somewhat of an order here. All right, I guess we'll do that. You want to do this one kind of last. Trying not to look at the grades as I'm moving them around. I guess we could do this one first. Oh, we could do this one first too. All right. This is, I think, the good order to go in. Okay, so we got 5 books. I hope I didn't reveal the grades as I was moving around. Moving Sam. Okay, so we're gonna do these one at a time, and I'm not gonna reveal the grade here. Hang on. That's the best way to do it. I guess I'll just lift it up like this. Okay, so this is Crisis on Infinite Earths, number 7. It's the George Perez cover. And I think we were wanting this back in an 8.5. That's what we had predicted the grade to be. Obviously, we sent it in for pressing as well. So we're hoping for an 8.5 or better. And we'll see what we got. This side. Oh, 7.5. Okay, so that's much lower than, whoa, hang on. I don't want to show off these grades here. Let me just put these down like this. There we go. All right, so that's lower than what we were expecting for this book, which is kind of a disappointment. I am seeing a corner issue here that wasn't there, I believe, when I sent it in. It could have been CGC issue. There's another corner issue there, which would warrant the 7.5 grade. So this is not a good start. This is not a good start. I mean, we love this book. I'm glad I have it in a slab, but it's definitely not the grade we were wanting. And I'm seeing a big corner issue here that I did not, like 2 corner issues here that I did not have when I submitted the book. So, and I'll go back and check my photos as well. But this could have been, I think, damage incurred by CGC. Because again, those corner issues, these were not there when I submitted it. I would not have submitted this book with the 8.5 intention unless, yeah, I just wouldn't have submitted it in this condition. Those corner issues were not there. Oh, well. I'm going to have to take that up with their customer service. All right, let's go to the next book here. And do my best not to reveal the grade. Okay, so this one's another big one. This is Secret Wars, #1. It's a newsstand edition. And I think the grade we were expecting on this was also an 8.5. We said 8.5. We were expecting 8.5 on this or higher. Okay. I think I might have even said 9.0 on this one. But I'm going to say 8.5 just because, yeah, if it's above that, that's fine. But we got the blue label, so that's good. Always good. All right, here we go. We got a 9.4. Yes. Yes. And we got, so what's nice about these labels is we got both newsstand editions written on them. Okay. And that is much better than we were expecting, the 9.4. So that is great to see that we got a 9.4 copy on this iconic Mike Zeck cover. Wow. Okay. So that's a good one. All right. That's a good one. All right. So this next one is a big one as well. This one, I really thought could have a 9.8 potential. And I mean, it's a really clean book. When we submitted in, where I was like, this is a 9.6 for sure. We're hoping for a 9.8. I think it has that potential, but then again, you just never know with these things what happens. So let's see what we got. It's Punisher #1. It's not the newsstand edition, direct. We got a 9.6. All right. Well, there's a big like Newton ring right in there in the center, but that should resolve itself. Well, it is what it is. We're still like, for whatever, however many books I've gotten back from CGC now, for something on the 9.8s. I just have not gotten a 9.8 yet, and that's fine. This is kind of what I was expecting. I thought it's a really clean book. Again, there's probably just like a couple minor issues here, and that's probably what they nicked me for. Just gotta look at the grader's notes, but I mean, it looks, white pages. I got all white pages on these, so that's great to see. Yeah, there's no real indication that this is a key book outside of a Jigsaw appearance. But this is Punisher's first solo book, so it's a big one. All right. So we've had some good, I guess, results. One kind of disappointing one, but the last two have been pretty good. And so this one is also a big one. This is the kind of the partner or pair to my X-Men 141. This is 142. And great, beautiful green cover there. Now, I think I said this was like a 7.5. We were expecting a 7.5, but what we were hoping for, because it was like 7.5 as is, but with the press, we were hoping to bump it up to 8.5, set around 8.0, 8.5. So that's sort of the high bar. We're hoping for 8.5 as the high end, but in all likelihood, it'll be around a 7.5, I would imagine. So let's just say 7.5 and then be surprised if it's higher. Don't want to get the glare there. All right, so here we go. X-Men 142. 7.5, okay. Yeah, that's what we were expecting. And they did a really good job with the pressing, but even with the pressing, there's sort of like wear there in one corner. There is a spine tick there, but we got white pages, and I'm sure they're gonna mention the spine roll there. Quite a significance. I don't know if that's what maybe drop the grade even further, but it does affect some of the presentation of the book. That spine roll there, you can see it on the back. That's fine. 7.5, yeah, I think it's kind of what we called, right? We're hoping for an 8.5 on that, but that was kind of the realistic expectation on that 7.5. All right, so man, these books are just flying by. This is the last one, and this is my favorite comic book of all time. It's The Silent Issue. And this is one where we kind of were looking through the auctions. I was literally in the market to buy this for almost like 2 months, jumping in auction to auction and just trying to get the book, like a high grade book. We were really critical of the photos and everything. And this one came up. I like the way it looked in the photos. I asked a lot of questions as you know, we approached the deadline of the auction, and I was hoping I could, like, you know, go in and snipe it at the last minute. I kind of had to go higher, but essentially we got this for I think around under $200. We got this for like $189 or something like that was the final bid. Now, this is also the newsstand edition, which is indicated there on the label. So I love that. And we were hoping this, I think we were expecting this in a 9.0, around 9.092. That's what we were expecting. So if we get a 9.2, that's great. That's kind of what we want. If we get below a 9, that would be a little disappointing. So let's see what we got here. It is a blue label. 8.0, what? That is really disappointing. We were expecting this back in high grade, and I don't know what could be the issue. It looks to be, I got to look at the notes, I guess. This is a real disappointment. We were expecting this back in a 9.0. I do see some issues around the staples, but that wouldn't drop the grade by this much. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, this is it's a real clean looking book. I don't know why the condition, because I mean, look at that spine. It's really clean. The spine's really clean. The back of the book is also there's no staining or anything. I mean, I do see some very, very minor spine ticks. Just a couple spine ticks. I'm gonna have to check out the notes. That one is a little bit of a disappointment, because we did. I mean, not that we got it for a good price. Still, $180 is still a good price for that. But we were really hoping. I mean, this was gonna be like one of the, you know, pillars in my collection in terms of, like, this is just being my favorite book of all time. So that is a little bit of a disappointment. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, that's the thing about grading. You can have an idea of what you think you're submitting, but ultimately it's not up to you. It's up to a person who's been trained on these sort of standards of what to look out for. And apparently, like, I guess if you know, I'm not going over these books with a fine fine-tooth comb, but you know, the CGC people are, so we have to, I mean, we entrust them with these books and we have to abide by whatever they ultimately, and that's the thing, like I see a lot of people resubmitting, like cracking and submitting and doing all that to try and get a better grade. If it's a system in place, and I guess you could do it through like pressing techniques or whatever, but I don't know if you'd get, if that's worth the effort to do all that to get the grade bumps. I'll just take it as it is. Now this is packaged really well. It's like it's got all this tape on it. I can't really get under the tape here. There we go. They did a really good job with this packaging here, which is fine. You know, it's a very, there we go. This is a very cherished book, so I'm glad CGC made it almost impossible to open. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get under this tape. Cut it open. Yeah, I'm really disappointed with the G.I. Joe outcome. Because at that grade, I think we overpaid for the book, to be honest. We paid $180 for the book, right? And I don't know, I guess my grading, the lesson here is don't buy a slab on the big books. Maybe pay up for a slab. Although I would have paid for a 9.0 of the sign, and that's the thing. We may pick up a 9.0 slab on the sign. That's how much that book means to me. I may like trade up or sell up for a high grade copy of that. I do want a high grade slab of that. All right, so this book is really this box was really difficult to open here, but we finally got it out. All right, this is another big book, and I'm just worried because, all right, let's see here. How do I've got to, is this the right? No, it's the back. Nope, that is it's got the invoice in there. All right, so this is a big book. It's probably one of the hottest books on the market right now. And it's just going to get hotter and hotter until we see Secret Wars come to the big screen. And that's this Secret Wars. Now, I did get the CGC label as well, the custom label on the Secret Wars. So yeah, grades have been so I'm going to share this comment here. Grades have been all over the place, Kyle, and that's partly, I guess, my fault. I think what's evident to me is even though what I think of as like a clean book, I'm not taking all the tactile. I'm just literally doing the visual grading. I'm not taking a tactile grading into consideration, and I think that's hurting me. I think that G.I. Joe book, had I been more tactile about it, because I can kind of see the staple. There was like a staple, I don't even call them dimples, that came out, and that might have cause. I just got to take a look at the notes. I won't know what these particular issues are until I look at the notes. But okay, so this one we kind of had a similar view that this was in the 992 range. Same, I mean, it looked clean. The same issue with as a GI Joe. I thought these were kind of in the same grade range as a GI Joe. So this is what worries me about this reveal, is that I thought the GI Joe would be a 992, and I thought this book would be a 992. This is another book where we looked at the auctions and we did a snipe or did a last minute bid. And this is another one we picked up for around $200. I think with shipping and everything, it ended up being like tax and everything. It ended up being like $220, $215 or $220, which is kind of what we wanted to pay for it. But again, given that it's a high grade book, that would have been worth it. But if it's in the 80 like the GI Joe was, then we overpaid. So let's take a look at what we got here. Beautiful custom label there, and what we got is a 9.0. Okay, so this is good. This is what we were expecting on the book, and I am happy to have this one newsstand edition in a 9.0 and the custom label there. That is great. Yeah. Okay, so not all horrible. And again, the silent issue is one of my just all-time. It's my favorite book of all time. So we are a little bit disappointed in this grade. It's not the worst grade in the world. It's also not what we were expecting. I mean, 8.5 would have made me feel a little better, but to go all the way down from a 9.0 that we were expecting to 8.0, and again, well, I am seeing, like, again, if it's a tactile issue, I am seeing a lot of just little issues there. Again, the back looks really clean. I mean, it looks cleaner than the Spider-Man, to be honest. Like, if you look at this, I don't see any staining or anything. At least they both got white pages. Yeah, I love the label on this one. Yeah, the label on that was nice. Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars #8 newsstand edition. That's a nice touch. Yeah, so I think overall we're really happy. I mean, we didn't get any of the hopeful grade bumps. We pretty much got what we were expecting, except this one. This one came back higher grade than we were expecting. That's a nice surprise. But this one, again, there's 2 corner crunches there that weren't there when I submitted it. So, or actually, I think that lower one was there, but it looks bigger now. Now that it's on a slab, it looks much bigger. That top one definitely, it feels like it wasn't there. That top one definitely, and maybe it came out as they were pressing. But that's a disappointment, a little bit of a disappointment. I mean, we've been disappointed by CGC results in the past as well. So, I mean, it's not like I'm new to this pain. It is painful, man. It is painful. This was just kind of right where we were expecting. And so I'm just going to pop out my other issue here. Spot up here for a little bit. Pop this one out. So this is the pair. Let's get in the right order here. Actually, it wasn't the right order. This is the pairing, and This one's in a good grade. This one's sort of in the worst grade, but happy to have this 2-issue series, this two-book story in my collection now. In slabs. That's just great. Very happy. And again, this was one that we were expecting back in high grade, and we got in high grade. It's got this huge newt ring that you can probably see from the. I guess you can't see it. I can see it when you put in the light there. You can see this big Newton ring there. I don't know if you can. There it is. You can make it out there, I guess. This is a good result. I think, this is a big book. Obviously, you would have wanted in 9.8, and I thought this one had real potential to do that. But a nice GoBots Nesquik GoBot ad there in the back. But this is a big book. It's a again one book from my original collection. This is a wall book I got way back in the day, and we just kept really good care of it. And again, I thought it was good enough to get a 9.8, but it just fell short. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of minor issue. And yeah, this one, the corner issues are really evident there. And again, I think, again, these corner issues weren't as evident when I submitted it. So I'm just really sort of a little suspect or skeptical as to why. Like that looks like that looks to be like a crunch. So, I mean, I know these things happen during pressing and whatnot. And it's just one of those things, like, unless you have really clear photos, I'll take a look at my photos and just see if we can't make an argument. I don't know what their policy. I think you can probably argue that this was damage there, and I don't know what their policy is on reimbursement for that, but I somehow feel like it's going to be a lost cause to even. So you recently traded off a 9.0 Secret Wars, which was raw. Okay, cool. The only version I have of the silent issue is the G.I. Joe Digest #8 printing of it. Oh, nice. Yeah, beautiful pair. All right, thanks for tuning in, Kyle. All right, so the other thing I wanted to announce while I have, while we're kind of processing this CGC unboxing, is we're going to do, Namyeon and I are going to do a live stream on Thursday evening, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have a live stream. And we've just invited a lot of the collectors from our series. And it's going to be a fun hangout. Think of it as like an online Christmas office party. But here, it's not the office, it's the comic book community. And so it's just going to be a nice little Christmas, or a holiday, I should say holiday, because not everybody celebrates Christmas. But a nice end of the year holiday celebration. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a Secret Santa. We're going to call it Not So Secret Santa. So for whoever joins the party, the people in the chat, we're just going to assign in twos, pair up people in the chat, pair up people that come and join our stream. And assign you, and this is completely voluntary, so it's up to you. If you're going to join, just prepare a comic book gift. It can be any book. Again, hopefully it's a book with the person whom you've been assigned to you're thoughtful about who that collector is. And now you may not know who that collector is. Maybe you're meeting that collector for the first time. But if they're a YouTube content creator, if they have some kind of social media presence, it's a good fun way to like check out what their content is and send them, just a Secret Santa gift. And it can be any book of any value. But hopefully you guys will coordinate the communication and send each other the books and put out like a video for that. So it should be a fun time. We're also just going to go, kind of recap, kind of go around the board and see how everybody's 2022 was in terms of collecting books they picked up, things since they've been on that we connected, things, some developments that have happened and things, their outlook for next year. It's just going to be a fun sort of get together. So if you've been on our show, or you just, if you're a follower of our show and just want to take part in the Not So Secret Santa, come on in and participate, and we'll get everybody again paired up to be each other's Secret Santa. You guys can send each other books, and then we'll also just go around and talk about, our thoughts on the past year and our outlook for the next year. So nice end of the year sort of bonding, online bonding kind of experience. So that's something to look forward this Thursday night. So, wow, this was a big haul, 6 books. We're pretty much happy with all the grades, except 2, and then 1 really big book that we were hoping for in a higher grade, but you can't win them all. So, hey, Agu, what's up? Did you see the books? If you haven't, I'll go over the grades again real quick, or you can watch it in the replay. I guess you can watch it in the replay, but I'll just go over, I guess, the big 2. So we got this in a disappointing 8.0. We're hoping for a 9.0, 9.2. Yeah. So that's a disappointment. This one is a disappointing one. 8.0. I mean, I still love the book, and this is still my favorite comic book of all time. But we do want this in higher grade, and we do want a 9 newsstand in higher grade of that. So that was disappointing, but this one was good. This is kind of what one we were expecting, the 9.0. Real nice copy there. So we're happy with that, plus the custom label there. So this is exactly what we were expecting, like 9.0, 9.2. So we're happy with that. Not happy with the other result. Probably the most surprising, though, was this one here. This in a 9.4. Yeah. Yep. The newsstand copy, yeah. Yeah, 9.2 to an 8.0. That was, I gotta take a look at the notes. I don't know what happened there. It definitely, it's one of those, I think it's a tactile thing. There looks to be like some staple dimples and stuff. So I don't know, maybe there's like an interior issue. Maybe there's like a ripped page or something inside. I don't know. I should have probably been more diligent. That's the thing about like these YouTube auctions. And it's so far removed from the auction. I mean, I got this in the winter of I got that book, the G.I. Joe book, in the winter of 2021. So exactly a year ago. And, it's not like when I got the book, I just kind of did a surface review of it and gave the buyer a good review. I didn't pour over the book. And again, it looks to be a complete book. So I mean, it's not like it's missing pages or anything like that. It's just, it could be just an interior, just a tiny interior like rip or something that caused this book to plummet. Visually, it looks really good. I mean, I guess the edges are a little rough, but I knew that going in. I didn't think the rough edges would. I still thought that would be within the 9.0 threshold. Guess not. But yeah, those are the CGC submissions, and of course, really what made my year was this AOK from Bronze Age Babe, silver-haired Bronze Age Babe. If you're not following her, please go check out her channel. She's on both Instagram and YouTube. She has her YouTube content where she just collects Lois Lane and Neil Adams and a lot of just Silver Age, Bronze Age goodness. Mostly, I think, pretty much exclusive to DC. She's not a Marvel collector, so she just puts out these really nice haul videos and books in her collection, and just she has this great, just first of all, she's very knowledgeable about all the books in the era that she's collecting. But she's also she makes her, she has these like interesting and really witty observations and takes on the books. So that's what I really appreciate about her channel. And I just really look at it as part of the unmyeong, the destiny, fate that, we were able to come across each other's paths. And I really consider her a big part of my comic book community. And man, did she gift us some incredible Neil Adams books here. Look at that. I mean, these are treasured books. So thank you so much. Get that Neil Adams cover right there. Beautiful. And again, these are like gateways to like collecting outside of what I thought Neil had done. I mean, I didn't realize he did these kinds of books, and it's just very eye-opening to see that. I mean, he's done a lot of books and covers. So, like, look at that. This is just a beautiful cover right there. All right, see ya, Kyle. Good night. Hope to see you on Thursday, okay? And so I'm just going to reiterate again. Thank you again, Bronze Age Babe, for this AOK. I absolutely love it. I really want to connect with you again at some point and thank you in person. So hopefully you'll drop by on Thursday if you're watching this on the replay. Again, this Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific. Namyeon Hyung and I just inviting everybody who's been on our channel this past year to come in, say hi, give a quick update on the developments of the past year since we've last spoke, and your outlook for next year. And we're also going to assign people a secret Santa, and we're going to assign you someone to. Now, you don't have to participate if you don't want to send anybody books as a secret Santa. That's fine, but we're going to try to pair everybody up and have you guys send each other books with the hashtag Not So Secret Santa, and then you can do an unboxing and reveal what your secret Santa sent you and what you sent them. It'll be a nice little two-part two-parter for people to enjoy watching. I think that'll be fun. And again, just thank you for this book here. Man, signed facsimile of this book is just my second Neil Adams signed book. And this one is just way cooler than my current. I mean, they're both really nice books, but this is like, even though it's a facsimile, it's just like, bam. That's just one of his most iconic books. Yeah, Speedy, The Death of Speedy. All right. Thanks for joining, guys. This was a fun stream on my part. Great unboxing. I just got all this, these boxes and bubble wrap now. I have to save and put somewhere. And again, yeah, this was a special unboxing for me. So thank you for watching. Yeah, I'll go again. I'm going to connect with you at some point. Hopefully you'll drop in on Thursday when we go live, and we'll kind of plan out what we're going to do. And yeah, I'll see everybody. Have a great holidays. And if I don't see you before the year's out, have a great new year. All right. Take care. Bye.